Visiting the Colosseum in Rome is probably high on your list of sightseeing priorities for your trip to the Italian capital. It's a fantastic ancient structure which has stood at the heart of the city for over 2 millennia, and history practically seeps out of it. Italy, a European country with a long Mediterranean coastline, has left a powerful mark on Western culture and cuisine. Rome is the capital city of Italy. Rome is known as the Eternal City because of its ancient history. Colosseum Rome tickets for adults is €12 per person and €7.50 for visitors aged 18 to 25. There's no entry fee for Colosseum for visitors under age 18. Citizens under 18 years do not have to buy any Colosseum tickets. The name comes from the fact that it was built next to a gigantic statue of the Emperor Nero, which was referred to as the Colossus of Nero, although this statue no longer exists. However, the name Colossus somehow ended up being transferred from the statue to the Colosseum, probably in reference to the large size of the amphitheater. When it was built, the official name of the Colosseum was the Flavian Amphitheater, although it is believed that Romans of the time would have referred to it as the Amphitheatrum Caesarium. It's also often referred to as the Colosseum, which is a general term for large outdoor stadiums. The Colosseum was designed to house up to 80,000 spectators, although some say 40,000, putting it on a par with today's modern sports stadiums. Average audience attendance for events was around 40,000, with attendees including everyone from emperors to working-class people. Following the fall of the Roman Empire, the Colosseum continued to be used as a space for workshops and other events. In the 12th century it was used as a fortified dwelling by a wealthy family. Unfortunately, a major earthquake in the middle of the 14th century caused serious damage, and parts of the Colosseum were destroyed. Over the years, the stone of the Colosseum was used for other buildings, leading to much of the structure disappearing. It wasn't until the mid-18th century that the value of the Colosseum was recognized, and efforts were put in place to protect it. It was deemed a holy place by the Pope, due to the many Christians who were believed to have died on the arena floor. However, evidence for this is also limited. One of the most interesting facts about the Colosseum is that Emperor Domitian added this underground section, called the Hypogeum. He ruled after his brother Titus, who oversaw the completion of the Colosseum. Before the addition of the Hypogeum, the arena was often flooded to recreate naval battles. After the addition, gladiators and wild animals stayed in this bi-level, underground section of the arena before fights. This Colosseum is inextricably tied to Rome's cityscape, and traveler Simonet perfectly captured the feeling of experiencing all that history. Seeing the city's architecture, walls, arches, wells, and more that are thousands of years old? One of the most common questions travelers ask is, what was the Colosseum used for? Gladiators fought one another at the Colosseum and people came to watch these fights. This was the ancient Roman equivalent of watching a major sporting event, and spectators saw these fights as a form of entertainment. Of course, you won't be the only person with the thought of visiting. The Colosseum is one of the most popular attractions in Rome, and has thousands of visitors a day. So many in fact, that in 2019 a visitor cap was imposed, limiting visitor numbers to 3,000 at any given time. The Colosseum in Rome is open almost every date of the year. It is closed only on January 1st and December 25th. The rest of the year, the Colosseum is open for visitors. Colosseum opening hours are seasonal and depend on the time of the year. The last entrance is 1 hour before the closing time. The Colosseum in Rome is open almost every date of the year. It is closed only on January 1st and December 25th. The rest of the year, the Colosseum is open for visitors. Colosseum opening hours are seasonal and depend on the time of the year. The last entrance is 1 hour before the closing time. Before entering the impressive construction, take a moment and enjoy the monument from the outside. The best way to realize its enormous dimensions is to access the Colosseum. metro and buses/trams are budget-friendly options. You can purchase tickets in any metro station, newspaper stand or tobacco shop for just €1.50. Taking daily passes if you are sightseeing in Rome is also economical and convenient.